Thank you, man. What is that, huh? Oh, oh, oh. Hello. Oh, this wonderful city of Belgrade, they've just given me 2 hours in your great city. You're clapping your hands, what is this? I'm crying about it. I'm complaining, they just gave me 2 hours in this city. Ah. A wonderful city, a, a new nation, but has enormous history of great things, painful things, turmoil, many things, but here you are today, all of you, wonderful faces and the little children. Well, the pains of the past, the turmoils of the past, we must learn for that for sure, but we should not become bitter. Hello? We should not become bitter. At least do this much. People who are already dead should not make our lives bitter. Hello? They're gone for whatever reason. For whatever they knew, they did whatever they did. We can't change that. But we can change this, that we can be wonderful people, nobody can stop that. So being wonderful, to be wonderful human beings, you need a joyful mind, a loving heart, but we need food in the stomach. Hello? Very important, isn't it? To have food in the stomach, there are many aspects, but the most fundamental is a rich soil. Without soil, there's no food. Today there's a whole lot of online scientists and WhatsApp scientists who are telling you they are growing things on their wall. Please don't go by this nonsense. I met a wall farmer. They said they've discovered some new technology and they're growing turnips on their wall. They took me there. Well, turnips had grown on the wall, but they were all overripe. I asked, why didn't you eat them or sell them or do something? He said, no, Sadhguru, a lot of people are coming to take pictures. So for taking pictures, you can grow turnips on your head if you want. Hello? But for feeding the world, you need rich soil. What do you say? To feed a massive amount of human population on the planet today and for the children of tomorrow, the only insurance is the soil is rich. Soil is not just about food. The air you breathe, the water you drink, everything is about soil. Because people have separated these things, this is why I'm telling you. Can I tell you my story a little bit? Or you guys are all recording all my personal story, will go into your… You know, the children are there, they may learn these things from me, this is a problem. When I went to school, I did go, okay, sometimes. When I went to school, I go sit there. One teacher comes and starts talking about biology. I start listening and get involved in that. When I'm just beginning to think, the next one is coming and talking mathematics. Tong the bell rings, the next one comes and talks English literature. Tong the bell rings, in India we learn 3 different languages, in the school. So another language, then chemistry and nonsense, and then somebody comes and tells me moral education. So I thought, what the hell is happening here? Because before you think of something, before you try to understand something and it's not just about what's written in the textbook. The goddamn textbook is supposed to talk about what is on this planet, what is in this universe. Hello? It is a reality that we are trying to express through science and literature and everything, but there is no time allowed to a child because they must be hopping tuk, subject to subject and class to class, they must hop. It doesn't matter whether their heart's open to anything or not, they must be hopping from class to class ahead of neighbors' children. Hello? Don't do this to your children, okay? Let your children blossom like flowers. Don't try to make a rose into a tulip and a tulip into a jasmine. Hello? Let every life blossom, especially human beings. This is very important because with every other life, if you look at any other creature, you will see these percentages I'm just throwing. I'm saying 90% of their life is fixed by nature, how they should be. Only 10% latitude is given to them. But when you're born as a human being, look at this one and this one and this one, only 10% is fixed, 90% is left in your hands, yes or no? What you make out of yourself. But this 90%, we are allowing societies and cultures and education to fix. No, that's not how it should be. Society, culture, education should be our nourishment, should not be our direction. So when we make our society, our family, our culture the direction, then we will clash into each other. Hello? Because we will be traveling in different directions and we'll bump into each other. If all of us travel in 360 degrees, we will not clash into each other. Hello? The problem is you're coming this way, I'm going this way, boom. Happened too often. Hello? Everywhere it happened too often. In your land it happened very recently. Constantly people bumping into each other, breaking their faces and heads, but still going at it again and again. This is not in one place, everywhere, everywhere. In this, once you're coming at me, I'm coming at you, we know we're going to hit each other, we forget our humanity. We forget about the tenderness of our heart, we forget the faces of our children, we forget the beautiful flowers that blossom in our gardens, we forget everything, only we see something terrible in each other. I heard that, the vampires came from your land. Can I tell you a story? Hello? You shouldn't get spooked. Hello? You're all veterans, you bred Count Dracula, so you won't get scared of anything. This happened, this is an Indian vampire, okay. Why? We'll bring him to Belgrade. There were some vampire community in Belgrade. The bat vampires, not the humankind, the real ones. So they were all one day very hungry and they flew all over the place, they couldn't get anything to drink, no blood anywhere. Then one of them, who was a super vampire… Hello, somebody, you a super guy here? One of them who thought he's a super vampire. There'll always be somebody in your town, hello, young man? There's somebody who thinks he's super, okay? And that super vampire, boom, took off to find blood for himself. Then he went around for a few minutes and then he came back where the rest were and blood was dripping out of his mouth, his nose, his face, everything full of blood. Everybody said, "Hey, where did you get it? Where did you get it?" He just said, so they all took off and boom, went there. After 10 minutes they came back and said, "We didn't find anything, there was just one black peak out there, nothing else. We saw only a peak, where did you get the blood?" He said, "I didn't see the peak." So if we don't see what is in front of our eyes, if we don't see what our life is made of, we will go and hit something. Hello? We must clearly see the most important thing, the purpose of education, the purpose of culture, the purpose of cultivating parentage is, we must see what's in front of us just the way it is. Not thinking this is my friend, this is my enemy, this I hate this person, I love this person, no. We must just see them just like that, the way they are. Hello? Important or no? Hello, hello? This is very important that we see life just the way it is. If we saw life just the way it is, why the hell did I have to come here and remind you our bloody soil is dying? Huh? We are thinking food is coming from the store. Or no, the old guy brings the food. You order an old or no? I saw some old guys going around. The food app I'm talking about. Volt? Is that how you say it? Volt. Huh? Glow. Glow. But I saw some old W-O-L-T. How's that said? Glow. Okay, okay. Whatever, that guy with the blue bag. He may deliver the food to your doorstep, but somebody has to cook it somewhere. Someone else has to grow it in many places for it to be cooked in one place. Delivery may be happening because of this blue bag guy. How did these guys turn blue t-shirts? We were all green. Glover? What is that? So, this is our problem, we're too short-sighted. Now, this guy delivered the food here, we think food is coming from here. No, food is coming from there, from the land. Everything that you know as life. The food that you eat is from the soil, the body that you carry is soil, the clothes that you wear is soil. Tell me one thing that is here that is not soil. Just everything. But somehow, we forgot about it. Even the sunlight, the man has been to school. Let me tell you what happened nearly 1 billion years ago. Hello? Nearly 1 billion… When I tell you a story, you must say, oh, ha ha, you know? Nearly 1 billion years ago, one very smart algae or a fungi discovered how to cook its food with the sunlight, perpetual energy of the sunlight. And he started cooking food and started teaching everybody how to cook food with the perpetual energy of sunlight nearly 1 billion years ago. Today, we call that process as photosynthesis. Before this photosynthesis started, the average oxygen level in our atmosphere was a little over 1%. Today, it is 21% because of the photosynthesis. Could you live with 1% oxygen, do you believe? Because it's 21%, even with mask on, you're still breathing. He is also breathing. He's breathing. No, he's breathing. Now, this whole 21% oxygen happened only because of photosynthesis. But in the last 1,000 years, in the last 1,000 years, the drop in photosynthesis has happened by 85%. What's our plan? What's our plan for our children? What is our plan for future of life on this planet? 85% drop in photosynthesis because nearly 70% of the land is plowed and about 4.2% of the land is paved. Together, 76% of the land on the planet has no photosynthesis of any kind. Green shirts won't do it. Hello? Green colored shirts won't do the job. That's a problem. To put back as much photosynthesis as possible on the planet is most important. Can you plant crops on your roads? You cannot. Urban land you can't do much, little bit you can do, plant a few trees here and there. So the only place that's left toward us is the agricultural lands. We need to have green cover. When I say green cover, it can be the crops that we grow is green cover. When there are no crops, there must be a cover crop, which was a normal practice just 50, 60 years ago across the world. Today, as I'm riding through Serbia, I see most lands are just plowed and left open. This is what should not happen. There must be a cover crop. When we are not using the land, there must be a cover crop, some kind of green leaf all the time. If we don't do this, what is happening is the microorganisms which run into zillions and zillions, a handful of soil has 8 to 10 billion organisms. 60% of your body, shall I tell you the truth about you? 60% of your body is microbial life. Only 40% is your parental genetics. So don't boss over your children too much because you're only 20% mothers. Yes, 60% is microbial activity. You know today, if you do not have the necessary gut microbiome, you cannot even digest and assimilate the food that you eat. The same is true in the soil. Without the help of the microbial life, the plants cannot get their sustenance and nourishment from the soil. They need to be alive. When we talk about organic content, what we are talking about is to ensure the microbial life is fed, that there is food for them. And when I talk about minimum 3%, we are talking about starvation diet. Right now, they're on a death row. Instead of that, at least starvation diet so that they will live, because soil is not our property. Soil is a legacy and a gift we have received from the past. We must pass it on in living condition for the future generations. This is a generational responsibility that we must fulfill. Right now, to give you a perspective of what's happening, Northern Europe, average organic content in the soil is 1.48%, Southern Europe 1.1 to 1.2%, Africa average is 0.3%, India average is 0.68%, United States 1.25%. In a temperate climate, the standards need to be much higher because in temperate climates you're using the land only for 4 to 5 months in a year. 1% or below 1% is considered as desertification in a temperate land. In a tropical land, for example in India, we're using the soil 12 months of the year. So there it's a little lower, but in temperate climate it has to be 3% plus, otherwise the soil is dying or the organisms are dying. On an average, 27,000 species, you heard it right, according to UNFAO, 27,000 species of organisms are going extinct every year. At this rate, in another 30 to 35 years, we could reach a place where it will be very hard to regenerate the soil or it will be almost impossible to regenerate the soil. Right now, we're in a cusp of time where if we act now, if we bring the necessary policy and act now, in the next 10 to 15 years, we can significantly turn the soil around. This is why You are very important because this is our time on the planet. We may think we have many things in our life. You may think in your mind that you have many things in your life. No, there's only one thing that you have. This is your time on the planet, and that's all there is. You have time still. Hello? If this time goes away, along with that this life goes away, then what have we done as a generation of people? That's a big question mark in our minds, and that question mark will rise in a very bitter way in the future generation's mind. So this is not a guilt trip, this is not an agitation, this is not a protest, nor is this about beating up some industry or something. This is an expression of our love and responsibility for our own lives and the future lives. Why I'm insisting on a policy is simply this. There must be some old part of Belgrade somewhere, I'm not familiar, you know, hello? Older part of the city, right? If you go to that part of the city, this is true with almost every city, people have built homes wall to wall without any concept of a window. Only one door, entry, the same door entry, same door in, same door out. You have homes like that in old city? Today if you want to build a building, if you have 10,000 square feet of land, you can't build 10,000 square feet. There is a law, maybe 6,000–7,000 square feet you can build, you have to allow some space. So this is the urban land. But in the rural scape, if you have 100 acres of land, you can plow every inch of that land. In 10 years' time, turn it into a desert. Nobody will ask you, why have you done this? Because there's no law. So what I'm saying is, if you own land, getting the land, what kind of farming you want to do, whether you want to produce something or not is your choice. But you must keep the land alive, because it's not just yours. It belongs to generations to come. So this is the law we are asking for. Why such things have not happened? Because people have never spoken. People have never spoken. People are busy gossiping immediate things, little things. Get me a 1% tax break, get me little cheaper petrol, get me this, get me this. We are talking, I'm not saying these are not important, but it is also very important. If you have the brain of a human being, you are capable of thinking ahead. Hello? This is the significance of a human life, that we can think and plan and imagine what we want to do tomorrow. This is not in the capacity of any other creature. Well, there are a whole lot of people, don't worry about tomorrow, just live in the moment, live in the moment. You need to think about this a little bit. It's very important. If you're a human being, you have an absolutely vivid sense of memory and a fantastic sense of imagination. That's why you're human. Hello? Yes or no? But you should not let the past memory, how much ever memory you carry of sweetness and bitterness, whatever it is, do not let the memories make you bitter, nor make your imagination anxious. Because people start suffering what may happen tomorrow right now. That's not the point. Hello? What may happen day after tomorrow, right now they suffer because they're using their imagination to create anxiety. No, imagination is to create the future that you want. Hello? Imagination is about building what we want. Imagination is not about imagining something which is not there and putting a scare into yourself. So, why we are insisting on this policy is just this, because if you have some land and I have some land, you're keeping it great and I'm keeping it great, but there is no guarantee somebody else who comes next will keep it great. It will be guaranteed only when it's enshrined in the policy. This is the way to keep the land. It has to become the law. But right now, farmer's economy is so fragile, if he tries to change anything, he will collapse. Because of that, it must be incentive-driven. If you get your land to minimum 3% organic content, there must be significant incentives for the farmer. Apart from that, the businesses can get into action and get him carbon credit. Apart from that, in the marketplace, it'll find its own level. Instead of right now you're saying this apple is organic. What is the other apple? Is it inorganic, I'm asking? Hello? Is there such a thing? No. This is just a marketing trick. So instead of that, if you say, my apple comes from 3% organic content in the land, there is enough science to tell you, if the land has 3% organic content, what are all the nutritional benefits it has, what are the health benefits it has, what are the preventive health benefits it will give you, it is already there, we just have to collate the science. If it comes from a 6% organic content, what is the micronutrient level in that apple? What are the health benefits and what are the preventive health benefits? It's all there, we have to just put it together. Instead of eating 5 apples, you can eat just 1 and it'll be good enough. Anyway, they told you an apple a day, not 5 a day. Hello? Thank you very much for being here. If you have a question, we'll take it. In the month of May, in COP15 in Ivory Coast, I'm addressing 197 nations representatives who will be there. There will be a representative, there will definitely be a representative from Serbia, most probably your agriculture minister or environment minister will be there. So I'm saying, before your representative goes there, the voice of the people must be heard that people want this. Will you make sure? Don't raise a fist, this means next thing is this, okay? No. Why I'm saying this is, it's very easy. When we see some things have been done wrong and some people refuse to understand, very easy to get angry. If you get angry, you will add to global warming. Hello? You get hot, isn't it? Hello? When you get hot, are you not adding to global warming? Yes. So this is not about your anger. This is about your genuine sense of love and concern for life around you, including yours. This is important. The only thing that's most precious in your life is life itself, isn't it? Hello? And that is true for the life that is here and the life that is yet to be. I'm saying this because UNFAO said something which really deeply hurt me, is they are saying, the food that we're eating right now, the soil that we're consuming right now, belongs not even to these little children, belongs to the unborn child. An unborn child means it is the most helpless life. Hello? Women, I'm asking you, when you're pregnant, if you start beating this child, after it came out, maybe you did, but at least the child can run away, bite you, do something. When it is in your womb, if you start beating this one, absolutely helpless, isn't it? So eating up the food of an unborn child deeply hurts me. That's not the kind of people we should be. Hello? That's not what we are. We got to change this. We have to change this. The simple thing is just this, the microbial life, which is the foundation of our life, which is the foundation of the oxygen that you're breathing here right now, they need food. Their food is organic material. There are only 2 sources of organic material on the planet, plant life and animal life. Simply there is nothing else. There is a madness right now. Sadhguru, my friend has invented an app, not invented, created an app. This can create anything you want. Please, even if you source the entire known universe, there is no organic content anywhere except in plant life and animal life. This one thing you must instill in your hearts, because people keep on constantly diverting themselves with something or the other. Organic content can only come from plant life and animal life. We need more of that. The problem is right now on our farmlands, because of monoculture that we have taken to, except for the crop that we grow, there is not a single leaf on it, there is not a single animal on it. Machines do the work. It's great machines are doing the work, but machines don't shit, that's the problem. Yes. If animals were there, they would have put back something. Machines don't do that. So we need to do something about this. There are hundreds of ways in which it can be done, but without incentives, it will not move. This is why we are asking you to raise your voice, and the governments understand you're concerned and they will invest in long-term well-being. Because why will they invest in something? When you have elected them, what is it, 4 years or 5 years in Serbia? 4 years. If I elect this guy as the president or prime minister, what? No, I didn't elect you, president. Okay. If we elect this guy as the president of Serbia, only for 4 years, no, don't get lost in him. Only for 4 years you have elected. Let any one of you got elected for 4 years. Tell me, what would you like to do? You would like to invest and work for producing results in those 4 years? Or would you like to do something which will produce results after 15 or 20 years? Tell me honestly. 4 years, isn't it? That's what everybody is doing. You can say that now. When you are in that responsibility, the position of responsibility and resources are limited, what will you do? You will do things in those 4 years. That's what everybody is doing all over the world. Unless people give the mandate. Governments were not elected to do something fantastic. Governments were elected to fulfill the people's mandate. Where is the mandate? When have people spoken that we are concerned about the long-term well-being of this nation? We have not spoken. It's time to speak. So I want to hear the voice of Belgrade across the world. Hello? Everybody, I know your people are all over the world. Hello? You're also my people. All right? That's why I'm here. Everybody who comes from this region, who may be in whichever country they are right now, you make sure they sit up and speak something about soil. They don't have to support me, they have to speak about soil. Hello? This is about soil. This is not about Sadhguru, this is about soil. Will you make this happen? Your concern for soil should reverberate across the world. Next few couple of months, if you do this, getting the policy done, we have ways to do it. The UN agencies, 5 major UN agencies are partners with us right now. We will get this done, if only before we address the COP15, we want at least 3 billion people to be talking about soil. And oh, 3 billion people, I have only 3 friends, how do I do this? All of you have a phone with you? Phone? Which one you have, a smartphone or a dumb phone? Smartphone, see. You have a smartphone, so you cannot be using it just to send silly messages to someone. You can do that a little bit, but I'm all right with that. Somebody needs silly messages also, right? It's okay. You can do that. But this smartphone that you have is a powerhouse. If you use it properly, you yourself, 1%, can reach the entire world. Yes or no? Yes. What should I do? Do something, climb that post and do a jig. Somebody does this and they're reaching the whole world. Yes or no? Yes. Do whatever you have to do. Just make sure the world understands soil is a concern. If people don't get it now, In another 20-25 years, it'll become too late. Please, every one of you, take this as yours. This is not my project. This is not just my planet, this is our planet. Hello? And when we say ours, we don't own it. We just inhabit this for a few years. Here, the future owners of this planet are here. And it doesn't belong to them neither, because this needs to go on, the life process. And many of you young people calling yourself Generation Z, it scares me. Are you the last generation? Z is a bad word, hello? Z means last generation, isn't it? Don't do this. You're not the last generation. We don't want you to be the last generation. You must be a new beginning. Let's make it happen. My time is up, but I'll just take one question if you really have an important question. Yes, please. Namaskaram. You want to say something, sir?
No, I'm just listening to you.
Thank you. Namaskaram. Please.
Hello. Sadhguru, first of all, thank you for coming to this beautiful city where it's not my city and being part of this. It's…
Please volume up.
Sound check. Hello?
Yeah.
Right, okay, Sadhguru, first of all, thank you for coming to Belgrade. People, give him a big hand. It's not my city, but it's made me its own son. So thank you, Belgrade, as well. Just a quick question. How can we we are all gonna leave here and probably gonna get back to Facebook and YouTube and Instagram and post these lovely pictures, but very soon we're gonna forget about the soil, so important that you're talking about. How can we as a mass raise awareness so we make this our mission and not just Facebook pictures?
Well, that's exactly what I'm asking you. Here you are, and I know right now it is too disorganized to do anything like that, but after I leave, 20 of you, whoever you like, form a groups of 20, 20, 20, 20. These 20 groups make groups of Facebook, WhatsApp, whatever else, all right, all the platforms. And I'm telling you, just this many people here, if you really, your heart is in it, you can make the message reach the entire world, yes or no? This is the first time in the history of humanity that you can stand here and talk to the entire world. Never before this was possible. Many great beings have come, but when they spoke, hardly 10 people could hear. This is the first time your voice could be heard. Will you use your voice for something that really matters, or will you waste it gossiping, doing local gossip? Because people are complaining, oh, this social media is stressing me. God damn it, this is the greatest opportunity you have. These platforms, if we use it right, they can transform the world. If you use it wrong, it can just confuse the world. Hello? Let's make it happen. So, when I leave, don't just go away, form groups of 20, whoever, 20 people, make groups and slowly connect these groups and let Belgrade reverberate as a big voice in the world. Thank you for having me here. If I hear the voice of Belgrade and Serbia across the world, wherever I go, I will be back here within 12 months' time. Am I coming? Let's make it happen. We have the Indian ambassador to Serbia, His Excellency Indian ambassador to Serbia is here. He would like to say a few words, please.
Well, let me begin by saying that how honored we feel to have Sadhguru here with us. To have him in Serbia, a country with which we have historic relations, we have a historic friendship, and such an immense goodwill between our people of our two countries. I think his visit is a force multiplier. It adds to the strength of our relationship between India and Serbia. Belongs to India would be wrong. I think his initiatives, his campaign, Save the Soil, has a global resonance. So he belongs to the entire world. Today he belongs to Serbia, tomorrow he'll be somewhere else. But let us make his visit to Serbia memorable. Let him, go back with the message of support from Serbia that, as he rightly said, Serbia's voice should be heard all over the world. And there can't be a better messenger than him. He'll carry your message to the world. He'll carry your message to all the capitals. So support him, lend him the efforts he needs from all of you to make this campaign truly global, truly successful, and let Belgrade be a milestone in the campaign that he's carrying. I'm sure that Belgrade looks forward to your coming back again. You've made a promise to come in the next 12 months.
I said if I hear the voice…
Yes. My only request is make it 6 months. 12 months would be too long a wait. But thank you once again for coming here and for being part of this great global campaign. Thank you so much.
So, today we have a little bit of engagement here, and then we're in Sofia, and from there to Bucharest the next day, and then on to Istanbul, and then to Baku. So, it's a long ride, be with me, huh? You think I'll survive? Huh? If I don't make it, the young people must walk the remaining part of the 30,000 kilometers. Hello? What? I'm asking you, young men and women, if I don't make it, you must walk the remaining part. Let's make it happen, that's the spirit.